Just about dominating in your niche, staying in your lane and dominating where you are right now.
Hello everybody, welcome to Search. This week we will talk about how to create an apparel brand. Now, in our last episode, we talked about how to create a prototype because of the fact that we've been getting a lot of requests from people who just want to sell online, who want to build an e-commerce business online. But as we know it, it's not really that easy to do. There are specific steps that you need to go through. And apparel industry is one of these things. It's incredibly competitive. And you have to go through a specific path in terms of getting the right kind of product out there in the marketplace. Now, Joe, we work 90% of our clients are e-commerce, and probably 20% of those are apparel brands. What do you think about apparel industry right now? Because you see a lot of different types of marketing, a lot of different types of products, people making millions of dollars, people making no money, right? What do you think is important about apparel that we can basically suggest to our audience? And tell us about the success that you see in apparel. Who's successful right now? Who's making millions of dollars?
Yeah, so at least the newer apparel companies that I see launching right now that I see that are successful are actually the lower price point apparel brands. These are individuals who are selling t-shirts, screen printed t-shirts, things of that, which is it was a saturated market. However, they're doing very well selling these low price point t-shirts online. And the only reason why they were able to get there is because they were able to get their costs down extremely low, which is why I would say that it's not going to be easy for any apparel brand that's trying to launch, because that takes time to find a good manufacturer, good product that you can actually get those at a low cost. But so to answer your question, the lower price point apparel brands are the ones that I'm seeing have most success right now online.
Got it. The first thing that we suggest is you have to go niche. If you're going to sell t-shirts for pets, for dogs, or sell t-shirts for humans that have ideas and funny and humorous things about pets and different breeds of pets, right? If you're going to sell baby products, sell organic or sell bamboo. If you're going to sell leggings, you have to go niche, right? Look at Lululemon, look at a couple of different brands that are doing billions and billions of dollars. They're all niche. They're specializing in a niche purpose for their apparel brand. Now, organic is really, really hot right now. The types of fabrics that are made with hemp are really, really popular right now. And a lot of the swag stuff is also very popular right now. A lot of companies are going after, gifting, creating different types of swags with apparel. So it doesn't really matter what type of brand you're going to build. You need to have the right kind of product. So the steps for creating an apparel product are as follows. We know this because we have our own e-commerce operations. We sell our own. We manufacture bamboo products actually in Eastern Europe, and we sell that on Wayfair, Amazon, Walmart, Jet, eBay, Etsy, and on our own websites as well. So first you need the prototype. Again, like the one that we did, like the search session we did last time, you're gonna need a prototype. The prototype you need in apparel is called a sample manufacturing process. You have to go through a sample manufacturing process. But for the sample manufacturing process, you actually need to know what you want. You need to have the specifications, the drawings, the AutoCAD files if you have any, whatever it is that you need to do, the sizes, the colors, right? It's not really that easy. And before you even do a sample manufacturing process, you have to consult with somebody. You have to go to somebody who understands apparel manufacturing and who can create this apparel prototype for you so that you can decide if you want to sell this product or not, if there's demand for this product or not. Like we discussed in our last search session, you have to gauge the demand for this product. Now, after you plan everything, you go through a sample manufacturing process. Somebody sends you the samples for this product, and you basically review the quality. There are 5, 6, 7 different types of fabric quality that you can use. There are different stitching options, different embroidery options, different printing options, right? If you're not familiar with all of this, you need to work with somebody who knows all of these options and who can consult you on which one is good, which one is bad, what's the cost, and what's the turnaround time. Now, Joe, when it comes to quality and the type of brand that obviously you need to build from an apparel standpoint, it becomes a little challenging. Talk to us about the different apparel brands that you work with that are high quality, that are, because different price points, right? We work with people who sell stuff for $90. We work with people who sell stuff for $9. What is the difference? Because both of them are making millions of dollars.
Yeah, so the difference is just quantity, right? So these products that are at a lower price point, they have to do a lot more volume. Whereas our other clients that, yeah, they're doing the same amount of revenue, but they don't have to hit those high quantities in sales. But at the end of the day, going back to what you were saying, they're completely different niches, right? So these low price points are not competing with these higher price point products. They're not going after the same target demographic in most of these cases. So it's just about dominating in your niche, staying in your lane and dominating where you are right now. So our apparel brands that have a much higher price point, we're focusing on a completely different strategy from a marketing standpoint than we are with our clients that are selling products at a lower price point. So that's why there's definitely room for any up and coming e-commerce apparel brand to find, if they find that specific niche, to dominate within that one niche.
Got it. And again, it's all about your business plan. It's all about the niche. Are you creating a type of product that's like super premium and you only want to target rich people who are going to spend $100 on a t-shirt? Or are you targeting more general population and there are people who are going to buy $10 shirts? Like this specific one, I actually bought it online. There was an ad that I saw, a video ad that was very well done. One of the best fitting shirts for men. And they had me at best fitting, right? Because I'm not a skinny guy. I need something to fit me really, really nicely without like squeezing me. And they did a whole video that was 60 seconds that was pushing that. I'm like, okay, I have $30. I paid $30. I think it was 2 shirts. Now, this is not even costing them $5, maybe $4, right? So they just made $20 and they're going to keep retargeting me. And I like the shirt, so I'm going to probably keep buying from them again. Now, if you do this over and over again thousands of times, you make $1 million, right? So building a prototype, a lot of the requests that we get is they're like, oh, I built this prototype, but the product is bad. The quality is bad. You didn't work with the right expert. You didn't work with the right manufacturing. You didn't go through the processes. Again, you got to plan the product, sample manufacturing, get the sample, identify the qualities of the different types of samples. You can have different quality versions. The costs, determine how much you want to sell it for, and then go with the marketing. But then that marketing, you got to plan from the beginning. Are you targeting dog lovers and pet lovers or cat lovers? Are you targeting men between the ages of 30 and 50 who have money, who just want stuff to fit nicely? Are you targeting mothers who are looking for organic products for their babies or newborns? It like Joe said, it all has to do with the niche. And the last thing is, Joe, we get a lot of people, and even college students, they're like, oh, I want to create my brand. How much does it cost? So let's give this advice for once and for all. If you want to create your brand, talk to us about costs. Like, how much is it going to cost me to even decide if I want to do this or not?
So before you get to the sample manufacturing process, you're going to have to go through the designs and work up all of the different specifications of the product before you even get started. And you're looking at about $1,000 just right there. Now, once you have those ready and you take it over to the manufacturer, in order to get some nice prototypes, you're looking at a couple $1,000, anywhere between possibly $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, in order to have a nice sample size of prototypes.
Yeah, and once you have those prototypes or these products, then you can go into the video production. You can choose to do a Kickstarter. You can choose to do an Indiegogo. You can choose to advertise it yourself on Facebook. You can ask friends and family and say, what do you think about this? And if everybody says, I love it, then you know that you have something. Then you can go and you have a prototype, the quality, the stitch, the embroidery, the print, right? The size, the color. You have all of that ready for what? For $3,000, $4,000? You have a proof of concept for $3,000, $4,000. If you don't have this $3,000, $4,000, do not waste your time. You're never going to be able to create a product that's actually going to work and that you can confirm and you can say, okay, you know what? I have the product. This is beautiful quality. Everybody that I showed loved it. Now I can go to market with it. This is so important that we see 21-year-olds make $2 million in 4 months with the right type of product. And then we see 50-year-olds, spend 3 years, 4 years with shitty products and they can't sell it because they never did their due diligence in the beginning, just like I instructed or just like Joe said. Okay, so focus on these, and this is how these are the first steps that you need to go through to actually build an e-commerce brand. Now, I'm not even getting into the marketing side of things. We have a ton of posts on marketing, but you have to remember, before you do any of this, you have to have a business plan. You have to say, here is the product, here is the niche, here's who I plan to sell it to. And then once you go through your profit margins, etc., after you do the manufacturing process, sample manufacturing process, because you're going to have your costs, and then you can say, okay, in the next 12 months, I plan on selling 10,000 of these. Average product is going to make, I don't know, $20 for me. So that means that I'm going to make $200,000. Okay. That's the kind of plan that you need to make. That's it for this week. We'll talk to you guys next week. Of course, you can reach out to us anytime with any questions about apparel manufacturing or apparel prototypes or apparel brands or e-commerce prototypes.